The Culture Code, The Secrets of Highly Successful Groups by Daniel Coyle is a deep dive into the principles and practices that enable groups to thrive. Through extensive research into diverse high-performing organizations, from elite sports teams to innovative businesses, Coyle identifies 3 core skills that underpin successful group dynamics: building safety, sharing vulnerability, and establishing purpose. By mastering these skills, groups can create environments where trust, collaboration, and innovation flourish. Coyle's exploration is built around real-world examples, scientific studies, and practical advice, making the book both an insightful analysis of group behavior and a handbook for leaders and team members seeking to improve their organizational culture. The first skill, building safety. Coyle begins by discussing the foundational importance of psychological safety within groups. This concept refers to the shared belief that a team environment is safe for interpersonal risk-taking. Members of high-performing groups feel secure in expressing their ideas, admitting mistakes, and challenging one another without fear of judgment or retribution. Psychological safety fosters a sense of belonging and trust, which are essential for effective collaboration. Coyle highlights how subtle cues, such as body language, tone of voice, and consistent communication, contribute to building this sense of safety. For example, he examines the success of the San Antonio Spurs basketball team under coach Greg Popovich, who balances high standards with genuine care for his players. Popovich's ability to combine direct feedback with warmth and encouragement creates an atmosphere where team members feel valued and motivated. The book emphasizes the importance of leaders modeling inclusivity and attentiveness. Simple behaviors, such as active listening, maintaining eye contact, and showing appreciation, signal to team members that their contributions matter. Coyle refers to these as belonging cues, which reinforce the idea that each person is an integral part of the group. Coyle also discusses the role of vulnerability in building safety. Leaders who admit mistakes or seek input from their team demonstrate humility and create space for open communication. This approach encourages members to take risks and share ideas without fear of judgment, ultimately strengthening the group's cohesion and effectiveness. The second skill, sharing vulnerability. The second skill identified by Coyle is the power of vulnerability in fostering trust and deep connections within groups. While vulnerability may seem counterintuitive in high-stakes environments, Coyle demonstrates that admitting uncertainty or seeking help can actually strengthen a team's bonds. By sharing vulnerability, group members signal their reliance on one another, which fosters trust and mutual support. Coyle explores how vulnerability loops, interactions where one person's openness prompts reciprocal openness in others, are critical to building trust. He provides examples from organizations like the U.S. Navy SEALs, where team members routinely engage in after-action reviews to discuss failures and successes openly. This practice not only improves performance but also reinforces trust, as individuals feel safe acknowledging their mistakes. In another example, Coyle examines Pixar's Brain Trust meetings, where directors and producers share early drafts of films for candid critique. The success of these meetings lies in their culture of mutual respect and openness. Team members are encouraged to offer constructive feedback while maintaining an atmosphere of support, enabling the group to tackle creative challenges collaboratively. Coyle stresses that vulnerability must be authentic and intentional. It is not about oversharing personal struggles but about acknowledging challenges and seeking input to solve problems. Leaders play a crucial role in modeling vulnerability, as their openness sets the tone for the rest of the group. By embracing vulnerability, teams can address issues more effectively and develop deeper connections. The third skill, establishing purpose. The final skill focuses on creating a shared sense of purpose that aligns group members around common goals and values. Purpose acts as a guiding principle, providing clarity and motivation in the face of challenges. Successful groups articulate their purpose through stories, symbols, and rituals that reinforce their identity and mission. Coyle examines organizations like Johnson & Johnson, where a well-defined credo outlines the company's commitment to its customers, employees, and communities. This clear articulation of values provides a moral compass that guides decision-making, even in complex or high-pressure situations. Purpose also manifests in the small, everyday actions that reinforce a group's identity. Coyle shares the example of Zappos, where the company's culture of exceptional customer service is reflected in how employees treat one another. By embedding purpose into daily practices, organizations ensure that their values are not just aspirational but actively lived. Coyle highlights the importance of storytelling in communicating purpose. Stories have a unique power to inspire and unite groups by illustrating shared values and highlighting the group's impact. For instance, he recounts how the medical staff at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital frequently share stories of patients' journeys to remind themselves of their mission to fight childhood cancer. These stories strengthen the group's commitment and sense of meaning. The book emphasizes that establishing purpose requires more than a mission statement or slogan. It demands consistent reinforcement through actions, communication, and rituals. Leaders must embody the group's values and ensure that purpose remains central to the group's identity. Key themes and insights. Throughout the Culture Code, Coyle weaves together insights from psychology, neuroscience, and organizational behavior to provide a comprehensive understanding of group dynamics. He highlights several key principles. 1. The power of small signals. Trust and cohesion are built through small, repeated interactions rather than grand gestures. Belonging cues, such as active listening and genuine appreciation, have a cumulative effect on group morale and performance. 2. The role of leaders. Leadership is not about authority or control but about creating conditions where others can succeed. Effective leaders model vulnerability, reinforce purpose, and prioritize the well-being of their team. 3. The importance of feedback. Honest, constructive feedback is essential for growth and improvement. High-performing groups create environments where feedback is viewed as an opportunity rather than a threat. For the value of iteration, culture is not static, it requires ongoing effort and adjustment. Successful groups regularly evaluate their dynamics and make changes to align with their goals and values. 5. The balance of warmth and toughness. High-performing groups combine high standards with a culture of care. This balance ensures that individuals feel supported while striving for excellence. Conclusion. The Culture Code is both a scientific exploration and a practical guide to building successful groups. Daniel Coyle provides readers with actionable strategies for fostering trust, collaboration, and purpose in any setting, from businesses to sports teams to families. By mastering the 3 core skills of building safety, sharing vulnerability, and establishing purpose, leaders and team members can create cultures that enable individuals to thrive and groups to achieve extraordinary results. Ultimately, the book underscores the idea that culture is not an abstract concept but a tangible, measurable force that shapes behavior and outcomes. Coyle's insights challenge readers to rethink their approach to group dynamics, offering a roadmap for creating environments where people feel connected, motivated, and empowered to succeed together.